Welcome to episode 7 of this FPS tutorial series. So in this episode we'll look at how to make our enemy shoot the player. So let's get started. So what we'll do is go to assets and go to our scripts, where we will open up the enemy script. In here we'll now add some new variables. So we'll add a public game object called bullet prefab, which will be the prefab we spawn of the bullet when the enemy shoots. And we'll also add a public transform, which will be bullet spawn point, and a public float called bloom, so this will be the inaccuracy of the enemy, and a public float fire rate for the fire rate of the enemy, and a private float called last shot time, which will be 0 in the beginning. Now one more I'll add right here is a public game object called weapon flash, so it will also have a weapon flash just like the player when it shoots. Now let's scroll down and see right here in the attacking state we have this shoot. So if we delete the comments right here and scroll further down, we can now add a private void called shoot, just like the one we called up there. In this function we'll do if time.time is greater than last shot time plus the fire rate, well then we can shoot. So to shoot we'll first calculate the direction to the player, so we'll do vector3 direction to player, where we will do player transform dot position minus transform dot position, and then we can normalize this by doing direction to player dot normalize. Now let's calculate the bullet rotation, so we'll do quaternion bullet rotation equals quaternion dot look rotation, and we'll do the direction to player in here. Then we'll add a float max inaccuracy, which I'll set to 10, so it can be 10 degrees off. Then I'll add a float current inaccuracy, which I will set to bloom times max inaccuracy. Then I'll add a float random yaw, so there will be a yaw and there will be a pitch, and the yaw will be random.range minus current inaccuracy, comma current inaccuracy. So it can go from minus all the way to plus. And again I'll copy this one, and in this case I'll do random pitch. So now we have both of the rotations. Then we can do bullet rotation times equals quaternion dot Euler random pitch, comma random yaw for the Y rotation, while plus 90, so it goes towards the player, comma 0f, because we don't need a Z rotation. Then we can do instantiate bullet prefab, so we spawn the bullet, and we'll spawn it at the bullet spawn point dot position, comma the bullet rotation we just calculated. Then we can also do instantiate weapon flash at the bullet spawn point dot position, comma bullet spawn point dot rotation. And lastly we can set last shot time to be equal to time.time. Now we can head back into Unity, and in here we'll click on the enemy, then scroll all the way down, and here we can input some of these settings. For the bullet prefab we can click up here, click on assets, and choose the rifle bullet right here. And the bullet spawn point, well we'll find that by going to the drop down right here, and we have the bullet spawn point right here. So I'll drag that onto there. And for the weapon flash I'll click right here, go to assets, and choose weapon flash. For the bloom I'll set that to a 0.75. The fire rate I'll set to 0.5, so it shoots every half a second. And that should be all the settings we need. So now let's try to hit play. And yep, now it shoots at us when we're close, and when we go far away it needs to chase us first, and when they're close enough they'll shoot at us. Perfect. So that's all for this episode. In the next episode we'll look at how to make health for the player, so they actually take damage. And also check out my paid community. I really think you'll like it, so just click the link in the description and have an amazing day.